A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. They cannot take this team lightly. Just because they're outside the top 25 doesn't mean they aren't a quality opponent. He has been preaching all week just how good they are, particularly up front, making sure his team is locked in and does their job on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense as they take control of the football first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots, so obviously we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Got him downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Duff. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Got a man. It's Allen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Under fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously want to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Scarlet Knights will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they strike first.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hit.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the delay, it's Marshall. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got a man. It's Marshall. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Underwood to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Scarlet Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will go to work first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times. And
running free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Underwood. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
The Scarlet Knights offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Takes a handoff. It's Raymond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
He'll try it again. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
just needs a crack to get a return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but
he smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Michigan! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The run inside. It's Raymond. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Caught in the backfield, it's Raymond. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Black. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll send the back in motion. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. There's a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The keeper on the option. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent. So that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Under fire. Across the 25. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down.
Grabs it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Raymond. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
Maybe some room here. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He got a step and just dusted the field. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Throwing, Underwood. With the catch, it's Marshall. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The run inside. It's Marshall.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set on 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nice move to keep running. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who has yet to get up. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Running inside, it's Raymond. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Duff.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Might have a chance. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Pocket breaking down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
The Scarlet Knights are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. And the Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for room, it's Raymond. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside. It's Benjamin. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Right back to the well. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. If you like offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. Finding some room. Ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. You're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. Direct snap. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And he was able to break 1 tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Looking for room. It's Benjamin. There's some room. He's at the touchdown, Rutgers. And we've got a shootout. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Underwood. Here's the pressure. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. They're going to run it. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing, Underwood. Grabs it in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
And the point after is good. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. With the draw, it's Raymond. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up of 6.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back.
I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Makes the grab. It's Raymond. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking for space. It's Raymond. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside. It's Raymond. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Delayed handoff. It's Benjamin. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Intercepted. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road, probably. But
he's loose. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Benjamin. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The option, the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Black. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Under fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Another incompletion on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And that mountain is still 20 points high. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
That's caught. It's Hansen. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Buchanan. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Cavaliers, hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC. Now over to your game in Piscataway. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Ollie Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, catching up with the Scarlet Knights head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Smashes it between the uprights.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Hansen. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Underwood. The short hands. It's Marsh. He's brought down quickly.
He wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Under fire. And they got it.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Past the 50, the 40. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought that. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Howie Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Michigan State's offense will have the football first. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State. The Wolverines applied a little extra sting, winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the...
Turning it on! And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move, it's Patterson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
So Michigan's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Jordan Marshall. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the...
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Underwood. Finds his man, it's Marsh. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give, it's Marshall. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. After the come out, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snags it over the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Again, it's Underwood. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first down.
Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
That's reeled in. It's McCray. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Running inside, it's Patterson. Makes a man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they can't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Marshall.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Pressure coming across the 45. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Marshall. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Pulls it in, it's Marsh. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Underwood. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Going right down the boulevard. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.